So I'd love for you to get into some of the specifics on those different type of acquisitions and all the extra ways that you can get to that 75 additional percent that people can make on the exit.
Absolutely. Thank you. So the firm started at Oxford 20 years ago, and in St. Louis and in Toronto all at the same time. And we've since grown to 34 cities around the world. And the reason I'm saying that is international is another leverage to sell to international strategic buyers, because they're also buying the access to the American market if you're US based or whatever country, and they're buying access to your market. And I'm the chair of the firm now. I'm not the CEO anymore. And we have over 30 partners that are all operators. But here's one of the keys, Justin, and I'll explain this in a second. But in order to be able to help people sell to strategics, you needed to have been a strategic buyer before. And all of our partners have been strategic buyers and have also been operators and sellers of businesses. And whoever it is that you might, as an entrepreneur, want to have represent you, you want somebody that's been an operator before, not just an iBanker or a broker, and has been a strategic buyer who understands the pressures and the risk that a strategic buyer takes when they go through this process. And that will really help. So when you go to sell a business, first of all, the vast majority of businesses are private, Justin, and I'm sure you know that. They're not, although the newspapers are all full of the public information, the vast majority of businesses are private. And we kind of represent those as circles, if you can imagine those. And the people that come to buy them, private equity, venture capital, SPAC, special purpose acquisition companies, strategic opportunity funds, those are the people that are actively chasing you to buy your business. And normally when somebody's chasing you to buy your business, they're not your friends. They're doing it for their own interests. And they're really, as we try to teach again and again, middlemen that buy low, Justin, in order to sell high to who? To strategic buyers. And if you think of those as different shapes and colors of different strategic buyers, really what you want to think about is if they're buying low from you to sell high to a strategic and sometimes another private equity guy in between, then why can't you, how do you position yourself not with these private equity and the others that are chasing you to buy your business low, but actually take the time and the concentration or hire advisors. I think hiring advisors is important. I didn't have one. I wish I did, to sell to a strategic. You mentioned the 11th hour. I lost $5 million on the last dinner, Justin, because I was paying 2 lawyers, and I thought, I don't need these lawyers anymore. They're costing a fortune. This is just a celebration dinner. I didn't understand the process and where the points are and how far you have to stay away from the buyer. By the way, you have to keep them in love with you, but stay away from them, and keep your team away from them, for sure. But that's just one learning point, and I didn't realize that. I went out for dinner with them, and they, even though the papers were all on the boardroom table back then, it was hard copy signing. $5 million gone because I didn't have a good advisor on the last dinner. So remember this, please. You're a private business. You're the gem in the universe for private equity and other VCs and other financial buyers to invest, and they will tell you they're the only way to go. And there's been a huge pattern developed in the marketplaces that support that, because that's in their interest. And these are very smart people, and this has happened over the last 20 to 30 years. There wasn't this propensity of financial buyers way back, so it's this generation. So please remember that you as a private business owner can sell to a strategic. You just have to understand how to position yourself, what the value is, what they would see as the Rembrandt, how to position yourself with them. And I would suggest getting great representation to do that of people that understand strategic buyers.